Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a G-SHOCK M5610 common series, and this is not a rare one. You can still find this. Shouldn't be a problem. Now, I don't know if you could see clearly, but the watch is not in power saving mode. It's actually on. So this is the negative display. Now, I'm not going to go into all the details of the functions and what the watch can do because, I'm sure by now you guys know that. But it's good stuff. As far as the atomic, solar, the atomic thing where it gets to the signal. Quickly about that. So I've had some issues with it where sometimes it doesn't receive the signal, but for the most part, it does. The thing is, if you manually do it, most of the time it's not going to receive it when you do it manually. For some reason, it does it when it automatically does it on its own, which it's programmed to do at 12 o'clock midnight, and then every hour after 12 until 5 a.m. I believe so. So it'll do it 6 times. It'll try to receive the signal. Doesn't always work, but works for the most part. Okay, now here's the thing with this model specifically, okay? This is the negative display. And the reason why I got this is because for some reason I was looking at it online, and the negative display looked a bit different, whereas the numbers they looked more like gold on black, but that's not how it is. It's basically just the numbers are light and the background is black, whereas on the regular ones it's vice versa. So this review that I'm doing is more of the aesthetic of the watch, the way it looks, and functionality wise, and just my overall opinion of it. So here, as you could see, in the light, when the light is directly going on it, the display is beautiful. I think it looks better than a standard display like this. It's just, to me, it's more appealing. Now here's the negative part with the negative display is, if I change the position of the face, let's say, like you see, like it starts to disappear as you go away from the light, where the light is shining down, see, like that. Now, to me, not a big issue, okay, because this is something you have to consider when you're getting the negative display. But it has a light button and the auto light when you put it at a 40-degree angle. So to me, it's not a problem. I think that the way the display looks, I'm willing to sacrifice that. Now here's the other thing with this band. It's that the shiny band, and some people said, oh, it's a fingerprint magnet. It's really not. I mean, I'm touching it. My fingers are not the cleanest, just ate some food, so nothing there. The issue with this is the negative display is the dust. Once the dust accumulates, you will see it, because dust is light in color and this is black. So the dust really shows on this, but you could just wash it off. And here's my thing, right? This is my first G-SHOCK that I got, and I'm coming from watches like Citizen, of watches of that kind. So I have other reviews on my channel of my other watches, but here's a quick little comparison. Okay, so this is a watch I've had for 5 years that I've worn. Right now, why did I switch over to this? Well, I wanted to try this out because I don't know, I just wanted to change. I've had this for a long time. Now, don't get me wrong, this watch is amazing, really good watch. Citizen did a great job. So I'm used to solar powered, so I got this because it's solar powered. And the thing I like about this is that it actually has a battery meter, so you can tell what charge you're on. Whereas over here, you can't really tell. But I've never had an issue with this watch ever. You know, you can tell on this one when it needs to get charged because the seconds will move differently, and that's never happened to me. You know, but then again, I never take my watch off. I'm always wearing it, and I like to be outside a lot. In the summertime, I'll be at the beach. So I think once the watch is held in the light, in the sunlight for at least a good amount of time, like 2 months, summertime, it'll be good for a while. Whereas over here on the G-Shock, because of all the different functions, like it has to receive the radio signal, the automatic light, it probably uses up more battery. I don't know yet. I will see once I get it fully charged with more sunlight. There's not enough sunlight right now. It's winter time. So basically, going from analog to digital, I'll be honest with you. I fell in love with this. I fell in love with it so much that within not even a month, I ordered 2 more of the same style, the square G-Shock watches, because this on hand, it's just so light. Like you don't really feel this, and it's different. Like I like things like the day, the date, the month, the day of the. I'm sorry, the number of the month and the number of the day of the month, and then the weekday. I like that. On this one, it just has the day of the month. Now, like I said, it's 2 totally different. Like visually, it's 2 different things. Durability wise, I don't know how durable this is compared to this, but let me tell you, this is very, very durable watch. But I did get these aftermarket bull bars, they're called, because I just wanted a little bit more protection, I guess, because I feel like this glass, if that's even what it is, because I believe it's mineral or resin, something like that, I don't know. I feel like even when I tap it, like this is more durable. I can feel that this glass is definitely more durable than this one. That's just how it feels to me. So therefore I got this. Plus, I like my watches, I don't like any scratches on the dial, whereas this one, it got pretty scratched up. But like I said, I've had this for 5 years. So, hopefully this will last me the same amount of time. Now, back to this, right? So here's my honest opinion of it. So the negative display to me is more appealing. I'll give you a quick little shot of another one that I got. All right, and this is the GW-M5610 that I also fell in love with. Okay, so here you could get a glimpse of the different display colors. All right, and let me show you how it looks like when it recedes from the light. So okay, there you go. And as I tilt this down, you see this one is getting darker. You can still see the time though, but as the other one, the negative display, it's like, it has to be directly underneath the light for you to get that beautiful view of it. But the other thing is that I've noticed is that because this is a negative display outside, when it doesn't get glare, because it's weird. This won't get glare, whereas this one might get a little bit of it. Because it's a negative display, it's like the more light going on it, the better it looks. So, and with the lamp, it's not the same as with the sunlight. It's just, for some reason, it looks different. And yeah, well, back to this. This is for later, separate review. And like I said, it's for the money. It's definitely well worth it. You could get it for like 150, which is I think what I paid for it, like 150 or 160. And so far so good. I love it. The only thing that I would like more is if the auto sync would work better. But like I said, if you do the auto sync once every 3 months, you will be good, because the watch doesn't lose accuracy, you know, maybe like 2 seconds every like 3-4 days, which is not a big deal, plus or minus 2 seconds, 3 seconds. You know, other than that, well worth it. I like it. You know, here's the whole view around it. All right. So quick mention, not a screw back, but it's little screws, you know, whereas this one is you see it's a screw back, one hole screw basically. So waterproof wise, I mean, if you're gonna go snorkeling with this, with the G-SHOCK, I think you'll be all right. You know, with my Citizens, I've had no problem. I swim a lot in the beach and never had an issue, and I think this will be fine as well. But then again, I don't know how the salt water will work with these materials. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. You know, this was my style of a quick little. This was more a video, basically a little comparison of G-SHOCK style, a square style, you know, digital compared to analog, and just what I think of the watch overall, as well as the negative display aspect, whether, you know, you had some questions about if you should get the negative display versions or not. And I say go for the negative display. It's in my opinion, it's really good. If you you know, if you have worries that, oh, you like to see the time no matter what angle you're looking at, because at certain angles, like I said, when it's on your hand, like at nighttime or in dark lit areas, you will have to go like this if you want to see it. But you can also flip the watch and it'll light up, because you know, that's the automatic light feature. And let me give you a quick little glance of that. Okay, so here I have the two different G-SHOCKs. So as you can see how the negative display and the regular display works in the light. And you know, it's just a little different. So all right, one more time. And this is just me flipping the watches. Well, yeah, and a quick note, for whatever reason, on the positive display, I guess you could call it, the light seems to light up more, even in light lit areas where you could see the display. For whatever reason, that's just what it does. So once again, I hope you enjoy, and you know, let me know what you think. All right, yeah, and here's the fingerprint magnet is on the display, because it's a negative display, so you see more lighter things on it. So there you go.